Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blaze and welcome back to Super Hostile Modded Dalania. In the last episode, we were exploring more of this area. We actually dealt with that building right there, which has a teleporter to presumably the final area of this dungeon, the Shadow Palace. And for the record, this is not the Cherry Blossom Fort like I've been calling it. It's the Cherry Blossom Palace. But I went all the way back to the base so that I could put soul binding on our Warhammer that now has mending. And I also repaired our armor, did a little bit of work at the base doing some various things. I also got the Roadwalk ability, which makes us go faster on path blocks. And I made 3 diamond hose. So we are going to explore a couple areas before we go back to the Shadow Palace. One, I want to see what's on that side of this tower thing. It kind of looks like a pagoda, I believe is how you pronounce the word. I know the word, I just never say the word. It kind of looks like one of those, but it is definitely a tower. So yeah, we're gonna head down to the dojo. That's the first thing we're going to do, and inventory is all cleaned up, everything is good. I do have a lot of tokens, but we'll deal with that later. And just a little bit of an aside, the mod pack for this has actually updated. I am not planning on updating it anytime soon. There are some balance changes and whatnot, and I think for now we'll stick with what we're playing. So, purple. Let's get some diamonds. Alright, well you can stay over there. I don't really care. We get some diamonds? We did. Cool. So, yeah. Let's just get through here. And we've explored and dealt with pretty much all of this area. Hey, come back here. Awesome. Get some more diamonds, a bunch of levels. Let's go ahead and drink some grape juice. And yeah, we're going to go into the dojo, and presumably it is 3 diamond hose. Beat 3 of your best plowshares. That is literally diamond hose. And we get the Fine Sakura Kimono, Protection 5, Fire Protection 5, Unbreaking 5, 8 Armor Toughness. That is actually better than what we have. Like, not even joking. That is actually better than what we already have. But it doesn't have soul binding, so we'll keep it. We'll keep it safe for now. And then a honed katana, sharpness 5, sweeping edge 5, unbreaking 5, attack speed plus 30%, really, and 8 attack damage plus 8 attack damage. So that is pretty good. Those are worth the things that we used for it. So a little bit of an aside as well. I did have to look that up, obviously. Not something I'm going to remember. And apparently that is the best vanilla. So you can play this map in vanilla Minecraft just as easily. It works just fine. Obviously none of the modded stuff is there, but you can get through the dungeons and all that. It all works. And pretty sure that is like the best armor and weapon you can get. So that's cool. Oh wait, we're not in the version that we can swim. Right. I forget which version of Minecraft this one is sometimes. So we are going to I want to explore what's in this corner, because there is another building. We're also going to sleep the night away, and we're also going to then go hopefully finish this area up. Now that is both good and bad. The bad part is I think I don't know where to go after this. So there is a couple locations that I'm aware of. One of those locations I think is where we're going to go next, and it is very much going to be a question of, is it the light blue wool or is it the cyan wool? I thought it was the cyan wool, but it might be the light blue. I've seen conflicting reports. So, yeah, we're gonna probably investigate one of those areas next. There is... Oh, I bet I know what this is. Is there an actual entrance? No. Alright, let's just get in here and cleanse 3 symbols of nobility and the spirits will guard you. A noble scepter. Alright, I don't know what this is. This is not a dojo. We didn't get any abilities. Cleanse 3 symbols of nobility. Alright, I have no idea what that's about. Okay. So, last thing I want to look at before we go back, I just want to kind of go over to this area. 3 symbols of nobility. What does that even mean? There are secrets here that I don't understand. So we're going to go underneath here, and I want to see, does this place look hollow, or does it look like there is stuff up there? Ow. Harpy. And I will be honest, that scared me a little bit. Oh. Okay. I know what this is. Alright, let's get blocks on the bar. Let's just go right here. And we're going to hang out right here for right now. I wish I had. I don't, but I wish I had. The thing that did the no fall damage. But we have another thing that does the no fall damage. And it's called water buckets. I believe I have a water bucket. I do. We're just going to do that for a second. And we're going to light this area up. And then there is stuff underneath here that I would like to investigate a little bit. You can go away. So I wasn't, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this to be a thing. But it turns out it is. And I can continue going upwards. I can also just pop down and slime blocks. Oh. The Banshee is being attacked by a Minotaurus. That's kind of nice. Alright, now it's down here, and it's attacking the Minotaurus. And I'm just gonna hopefully get rid of this guy. It is starting to storm outside. I knew it was gonna storm today, but let's go ahead and One more hit. Perfect. Let's get those goodies. The Banshee was just an unfortunate spawn. Alright, let's get some hitboxes for a second. Just want to make sure we got all the goodies. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do again is we're going to head back up there and do less things that are going to be bad for us. Hopefully the charge creeper is no longer there. Alright, let's see. Can we make it further up? I don't know. Ow, that was rude. But hey, this looks like the top of the tower. I saw the string coming. Random loot chest. Random loot chest. Random loot chest. Random loot chest. Okay. So, I am going to... we're going to destroy those string. We should be able to do that with just a simple water. Should see things. Yep. Perfect. We are going to do two things. One, I want to see... Are we... you know what? Let's just do it this way. Indeed, we are on the top. Okay, so... That is what this tower is all about. And there's just some random loot up here. Okay, so I'm going to do two things. And I'm going to be awful. I do wonder, and so I'm going to look into what the one shrine thing is about. We're going to go ahead and get some more mining levels. Why not? And I'm going to sort inventory, put all this stuff into my backpack, and then I will meet you guys back when that's all done and we head to the Shadow Palace. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, all delooted, and yeah, there is another Minotaurus down there. I was going to try to grab all of the stuff out of the dispensers, but meh. Let's just bounce on down. Hi. And that should be fine. So I did look up what's up with this shrine, and it's actually really simple. It gave you a hint. It's these. We need a couple noble scepters. We're going to get them later. So let's go ahead and head to the Shadow Palace once more. And you know what? Let's just do something like this. Yeah, I figured that was the case. Let's get on up. And I do not need slabs. But I think we can just... Why are there so many of you guys today? Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. So, we can just pop down here. There's a couple things down here. It looks like some skeletons. All things considered, whatever. You know, not the end of the world. So... I gotta remember, it's not been that long. There it is. I just need to come over here, and we can just make a staircase to get up here and get to the teleporter. So before we go through, let's go ahead and make sure things are cleared out. So one big thing is everything has soul binding that matters, including our axe for some reason, but our bow. We're going to put most of our food away and most of our grape juice. Sleeping bag we can keep, don't care about that, we have extras. So let's go back to the Shadow Palace. And we've cleared out a little bit of this like entrance. There is still darkness there. And creeps. I hate the creeps so much. That creeper is really trying his best. Alright, let's just clear out this area. Okay. We'll just do this. I don't know if there's any... I hear a lot of things. We're just gonna clear out this area. Why not? And then we have to go up. Up is never fun to go. But, oh well. We'll live. So, let's get this stuff put away. Let's make sure we eat plenty of food. And this is all now secure. There is a chest here, random loot. I might grab that on the way out. So this is always scary, going upwards, especially narrow. And yeah, for good reason. Let's just get rid of some guys. And zombie villagers. Baby zombies. I just want to get up here. Alright, we're gonna fall back down. Haha, perfect. Alright, not so perfect, but perfect enough. And the parasites all died in the wall. That was nice. So obviously, lots of things spawned up there. And I hear lava, which is terrifying. Alright, this is just annoying. Put a block right there for right now. And we can maybe clear out a little bit of stuff. I just want to try to get some light up in there. There are so many goblins. Why are there so many goblins? Alright, I hear something scary sounding. That is a banshee, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. So eventually, we'll be able to break up into this. Spiders, baby spiders. Not too worried. More goblins. Skeletons. Like, we can sit here and just kill things literally all day. In fact, we're gonna back up just a little bit so that we can let's upgrade our agility. Still a spider. Marksman skeleton. Okay, so we have a vanilla spawner. Let's just block that off for a second. Alright, I think we're decently safe. And it sucks that I have to do this. I think that's a banshee. Yeah, that's the banshee. I'll let it get closer, maybe. Oh well. So yeah, there is a creep. Can I hit it with the bow? I can. Alright, cool. Oh, hi. You are a cursed noble. I need to abscond from that situation. Luckily, I don't think you can do much, but Vexes are not to be like messed with. They are very strong. Fitting, given that the map maker is Vex. Ow. They are also really hard to hit. Alright, let's back away for a moment. Oh, hey, there is another chest here. It's more random loot. Alright, let's really back away for a moment. And we're probably spawning more things in here, but it's fine. We're going to take a second to drop loot. And you know what I'm going to do? Make my life a little bit easier. We're just going to flat out put a crafting table in this room. And I am going to grab like the iron nuggets and make a bunch of iron with them. It's a little bit easier. We're going to grab our backpack thing for a moment. And anything that doesn't stack, we're going to go ahead and put in there. Except for our blocks. I always accidentally put blocks in there. Alright, so that should be fine. I'll leave that there. Alright, let's see if we can't get... I just need to like peek my head into that area and be able to actively get in there. But we do have evokers. That's not the worst thing in the world, because obviously we have we do have good weaponry. But yeah, we're gonna have to really keep an eye on our we're gonna have to really keep an eye on stuff. So let's just get up here and just get... Well, that's unfortunate. Don't want to die. Alright, let's... Perfect. Alright, we're gonna run. We're gonna heal up. That was a little chaotic. Luckily they're not smart enough to path around the other side. But it works. Okay. So we didn't get anything of note, really. But I need to make sure that I can deal with these cursed samurai. And we got up there. That's the most important thing. So now we can at least try to make some progress. Did anything else follow me down? Doesn't look like it. Leaving that Banshee alive was kind of a bad choice. The reason I did was because I wanted to collect the drops. Alright. There are still Vexes. And I think there's a lot of cursed nobles. That is what the evokers are called. Oh, you are just a mage. I will fight you. Get some good stuff from you. And yeah, the staircase really is awful. Alright, let's just get to work on these samurai guys. And honestly, like, ooh, parasites. Parasites are good and bad. They are weak creatures, but they oftentimes will become the terrible, terrible infernal mobs, and that is always a danger. Oh man, this is rough. Going upwards into enemies is always really, really nasty. Let's go ahead and real quick. I guess we'll do mining. Alright, let's try once more to get up here and do something. Alright, you. There's one. Alright, too many. Gotta run away. And block them off. You. Oh no. That's a really dangerous thing. Let's get away. An Ender Ghastly Vex. That is so nasty. Okay. So this strategy is working decently well. And the parasites are both good and bad, like I said. So we're getting some infernal parasites and even some purple ones. I don't know what those are called, I'll be honest. I've never learned. Ow. Alright, well, that worked. Are the parasites killing the Vexes? I don't know. Anyways. Oh, hey, we got another Noble Scepter. Perfect. So, I think we are running into an issue. And that issue is my inventory is really, really messy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dump everything off in here. And in here. And I'll deal with it later. In fact, let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff. And do the same thing. Alright. So we can do another mining level. Eventually we will be done with all those level stuff. And then we won't have to worry about it. Oh my gosh. Vexes are the worst thing ever. How is all of our gear doing? Our gear is doing fine. We are actually sitting pretty. It's just a matter of getting through all of these corridors and getting some ground up here. That is the hard part. So luckily it doesn't seem like these guys have really figured out how to get down here. And I do want to aggro zombies. And then when we aggro zombies, they will all kind of come to attack us, which is exactly what we want. This way we can quite easily clear out a lot of their numbers. Eventually, the spawner will break. That is kind of the unfortunate thing of sometimes you just gotta grind. You were full of parasites. And there's still a lot of guys up there. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. There are a ton of things that we're having to deal with. But we will get there. We will get there eventually. This is just going to be grindy. Hey, stop summoning Vexes. Alright, perfect. You... Oh, man. We're just going to put another torch there. And we're going to run. Something hits really hard. It's probably a Vex. There are a lot of them. Worst case scenario, we teleport back. Alright, so Yeah, this is gonna take some time. And we're gonna give it like one more good chance. They drop coal? Okay. I don't hate that. It sounds like a lot of them have died. And yeah, for the most part, we just gotta get through all these spawners that I'm sure are up there. This is like the worst way to get up there, but it's the way we have. Like, we could potentially... Yeah, he just spawned. Let's just... there is a sprinting. Alright. That wasn't too bad. We got a little bit of progress. Let's go ahead and eat. We still need to get more health. Just gonna put stuff away. I will, like I said, I'll deal with inventory. Alright. There's a few too many. And these guys do have good iron swords. Okay, now there's way too many. But that's fine. They're gonna die to parasites. And so are we, if we're not careful. Not likely. There are a lot of parasites, but parasites are very easy to deal with. Alright. Yeah, the pace we're going, we'll get there eventually, I'm sure, but it might be like 5 episodes of us trying to get up this staircase. This is awful. Let's go ahead and get mining leveled up. Alright, so we could cheese this a little bit. And the way to do that is... Oh, hey. Okay, you can come in. I don't care if we have one to deal with. I think there's an evoker that came down with us. A noble, as I should call it. Getting a kill gives us strength. That is really nice. And part of me is wondering if I should start carrying strength potions. Just kind of regularly. No, okay, maybe... I don't know why we were getting all of the things, the evoker spikes, whatever they're called. I don't know why those were showing up. It felt like there was an evoker. That is a lag spike. So, oof. And that is some zombies. Okay. So let's try one more time. We're gonna just work our way up here. I do have another idea. Let's close this up. And how solid is this? It is not. However, let's just... Oh my gosh. This is not good. But we'll deal with what we can. Alright, I really... Okay, there's a purple Vex as well. That is not good. Yeah, I think this is the point where we run. Alright, so, we discovered some new treasures. That is a good thing. But I think it's time for us to leave here momentarily, just for a little bit. It should despawn everything over there, and then hopefully we can get up there and do some work quickly. I'm going to sort through the inventory that I have. I'm sorry. Hold up. I'm curious now. Are we above? So the Vexes are here. Alright, hold up. Okay, this spot right here is 8425, 8237. Yeah, okay. We are basically like just right below. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to deal with the inventory that I have. We'll deal with other inventories later. Oh, man, purple ones are terrible. So I'm going to sort through the inventory. I'm going to get rid of things as needed. And then we're going to head back in the next episode and hopefully be able to make some more progress in that area. Not entirely sure if we'll be able to or not, but we're definitely gonna try. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.